Welcome back to Anchored Annapolis. I'm your host, Jennifer Chino, and today I'm joined by someone who plays a pivotal role in supporting healthcare right here in our community. Jennifer McDonald is our Donation Relations and Special Events Officer for Baltimore Washington Medical Center Foundation, and she's here to share all the exciting details about the upcoming gala, as well as many ways you can get involved in supporting the hospital's mission. This is a conversation that truly hits close to home, as BWMC directly serves and impacts so many in Anne Arundel County. You're going to walk away inspired and maybe even get ready to grab your gala tickets. So let's dive in. Welcome, Jennifer. It's so nice to have you on the podcast. We've known each other for a little while now, and I was thrilled to have you say yes to joining me.
Thank you for asking me.
And I have to say that I was introduced to the hospital when I was leadership Anne Arundel class of 2020. And one of the things that struck me was when we were touring the hospital, all the people that I met that were employees here had been here for so long, which I think is really unusual. The other thing that I thought was interesting is it's changed so much from when I was like a kid, and I remember it as North Arundel Hospital, is that what it was? Something like that. It was just not even something that I even thought about. So to be reintroduced to the hospital and then to see what a community has been built here and the people that just serve the community, I was blown away, and it just made me want to be more involved, and that's why I joined the foundation. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, a lot of times people will say, well, why do you need a foundation and why does the hospital need to raise money? So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I will say you spoke of longevity and career, so I've actually only been here 2 years, which you know because I came on while you were on the board, but you are correct that I came in and thought the same thing, and also just thought when you walk through the halls, the amount of people that just say hello to you was... It shouldn't be shocking, but it was shocking.
Yes.
So it is a great place to come into. I will say, so I don't think I knew this before I started working in the hospital realm, but all hospitals in Maryland are actually not-for-profits. So that's a unique model in the country so far, and it's something that others will and are going to model after. And the whole point is that you have no incentive to keep people in a hospital or to do unnecessary surgeries. And in fact, the great part for the community is that your incentive is to take care of people before they get here. So it's all about community health and all about those pieces. Mentioning North Arundel, it's our 60th anniversary this year as a hospital. We switched to University of Maryland in 2000, so it's 25th year of being connected to them. And the reason that each hospital in the state and each hospital in the University of Maryland, and specifically Baltimore, Washington here, has a foundation is because we are nonprofit. So the foundation exists to kind of bridge that gap in funding. There's the things that we need to do, that we are able to do with the funding that we receive, and then the amount of money that we make, which is not a lot in comparison to our expenses. So the foundation helps to bridge that and support things like new technology, capital projects. We helped build this building that we're in here, the patient tower, the Tate Cancer Center, ALO Breast Center. All of those throughout the years have been assisted with funding from the foundation and by extension funding from our donors and our community. So we exist to help do that, but also to help drive innovation and workforce development and work on programs there that, again, the hospital would love to support, but just might not have the funds to do so at this point. So pieces like that, pieces like community outreach, food programs, clothing closets for people in need, we're able to kind of support those outside of just what is completely necessary and needed medically for patients and for team members.
Well, I was really impressed by the amount of outreach, direct community impact that happens here. And sometimes when you get involved with an organization or a foundation or nonprofit, you don't really see the direct impact. And one of the things when I was deciding to join the board here is I felt like I was spread very thin doing a bunch of different things. And one of the things that really impressed me is you could see the direct impact, and it felt good. So whether you're donating your time or money or whatever it is, and if there's a particular thing that you care about within the community, you can specify that those funds are implemented specifically for the thing, whatever the thing is that you are passionate about within the community. And I was just really blown away, and that's kind of why I just diverted all of my attention into, supporting the foundation.
Well, we very much appreciate your support. No, you're correct. So one of the biggest things, and it's actually, I'll talk a little bit about it with the events, generally our event funds and the things that we're raising money for, we would just call area of greatest need. It allows us to divert funds to whatever's needed most at the moment. But I will say, same as you, and our community outreach programs, I think, are the biggest piece of my heart with it, to be able to see. So we allow, of course, anyone that is looking at donating, anyone that's looking to partner with us to direct their support where it's most important to them. And it does help grow those programs and to come through. So we have employee assistance programs. We have, like I said, we have food programs for our community that go out into the community. And we help fund pieces like that. And there's plenty of our both kind of corporate partners where that aligns with whatever their goals are. And there's plenty of individual donors who might really want to help with cancer care or help with a specific department or doctor fund because they have a close relationship with them. So we are able to direct funds where people would like them to go, as well as where we need them the most.
Well, it's interesting because being on the board, you hear stories about either family members or actual patients themselves that are so impressed with the care that they've received here that they would like to make a donation and then have it be specifically for whatever sort of project or something that they are passionate about. And so I found that very interesting myself, is to see that how many people actually come back and are so impressed with the care that they receive that they want to be part of it. Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming gala that we have, and then how people can support the gala. If you're looking for sponsors, you're looking for donation items for. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. How people can get tickets, be involved, or be some sort of sponsor.
Yeah, so Gala is coming up on November 8th of this year. So it is going to be held at the Hall at Live Casino. We are excited. We do Gala every other year, actually. We don't do it every year, so it's been a few years for us again. And this is in honor of our 60th anniversary. So it should be very special, and we're hoping to just be able to kind of bring our community together, celebrate with everyone, be able to kind of go through history and team members and the evolution of the hospital. But at the basis of it, of course, it's a fundraiser. We're here to celebrate everyone, but we're also here to hopefully raise about $500,000 for the hospital this year. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what we're here for. That's why everyone gets together and why everyone goes through. So we do have, as you mentioned, a lot of sponsorship opportunities still available, ranging from a sponsorship that can get you just, 2 tickets and some recognition, all the way up to our presenting sponsorship at the top end, that will get your name on absolutely everything, of course, and logos. So we have a wide range of sponsorships available. Happy to have people join and come through at that level. And if that's something that you're not quite able to do, we completely understand that as well. So we are also looking just for auction items. We, of course, have an auction at Gala, both a live and a silent auction. Traditionally for us, items like trips, travel, experiences, those kind of things do really well at our gala and at our auction. So we are kind of looking for those things specifically. Okay. But really anything that you're able to donate would be great. Restaurant gift cards. Honestly, if you have points in flight points or whatever air miles you might have, that helps us. Sometimes we have donations. We currently have a trip in Wyoming in the works right now that's being donated. Okay. But it'd be great to be pairing that with getting people there. You don't necessarily want to pay for your flights. So if you have air miles sitting there or a connection there, we'd love to connect and talk to you about what that might mean.
Okay.
Just some of those kind of pieces that might be lying around. If you have season tickets to Ravens or Orioles or, Commanders, Capitals, anything close, love to take some off your hands.
Okay.
Happy to do all those pieces. It's just what traditionally does well for us. But
Okay.
really anything that you're able to donate helps, right? So able to go through all those pieces. Tickets are actually just went on sale outside of sponsorship this week, just a few days ago.
Okay.
And those are also available. They are $500 a ticket. Again, this is a fundraiser, and it should be a really kind of great time. But at the end of the day, donating all that money back into the hospital
Right.
is the goal.
Right.
So to purchase tickets, you just need to go to our website. It's kind of a long one,
I'll
so
have
I
it.
will share it with you.
Don't worry, I'll have it on the. I'll have it on the in the comment section. I'll also have it in the description. So don't worry.
This is not what I want to go through it all. I wish it were a little bit shorter. But they are on our website, or you can just reach out to us via email or phone as well. So
Okay.
able to do all those pieces.
And if people can't attend the gala, they can still go online for the online auction items.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
the auction's going to open just a few weeks ahead of time. Follow us on social media,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have all three. Follow us on social media. You'll definitely see things come out for that in the weeks leading up, both with just kind of a tease of what the items are going to be, and then it'll open up a few weeks. I think a week ahead of time is what we're going to go for, and you'll be able to bid all the way through the end of that night.
Okay. And if you can't make the gala, but you are interested in supporting the hospital, you have different events throughout the year, like Corks for a
Yes,
Cause. You have the golf outing. So there's lots of ways that people can participate. And even if they just want to get involved, or even take a tour, we brought a lot of people through that take a tour to get an idea of what the hospital is like. And I think that's a good entryway into it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always happy to do tours with community members and go through. I think I learn something new every time I do it. It's an amazing experience, I think, across the board. So tours are one easy way. You can always make a general donation towards anything we have going on, of course, but correct. So events-wise, we have plenty going on throughout the year. This will be our last large event for calendar year, so on November 8th. But we do have some smaller things coming up, such as planned giving seminars. We will have we call it the Courtney Speaker Series. It's a lecture series that we just started last year. And this year we'll have Dr. Scalea in October, so that's coming up as well. Those two events are actually free and open to the community, so those are good community events for us. And then as we go through into next year, we have a golf tournament that takes place every May. It's a fun one. I don't golf, but it's still fun, I will say. And then a crab feast in July, and yes, you mentioned Corks for a Cause in June every year, and that date is to be determined. And then we actually do have, it's not directly us, but coming up in October on the weekend of the 19th, I want to say 18th, 19th, Kurtz's Beach actually throws a big festival. It's a wine festival, and they give all their proceeds, or part of their proceeds, and all of their sponsorship dollars come towards us to the Take Cancer Center every year. And over the years, I think they've done over $100,000
Wow.
in support for the Take Cancer Center. So both that venue, Kurtz and Mason families are huge supporters of us. And then that's October, I think, 18th and 19th this year, that weekend. So.
And we'll put all those dates in the description, so if people are interested, they know.
Including if I'm wrong on the date.
No.
But it was either the 18th, 19th, or the 19th, 20th.
Totally fine.
I can't remember. It's 2024 or 25.
I know. It's been a long and short year, all at the same time. Well, thank you so much for joining me. All of the information on how to become a part, just get some information, donate, or get tickets to the gala will all be in the description, as well as contact information for Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jen.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you at the gala.
Me too. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one.